Hi, I'm Ken Howard, National Spokesperson and Executive Board Member of the Onyx and Breezy Foundation. I want to welcome you to the 7th Annual Gala to benefit the Onyx and Breezy Foundation. With your help, the foundation has grown even bigger and been able to reach so many more animals. While the Onyx and Breezy Foundation has impacted the lives of thousands of animals, I hope you enjoy this video showing you just some of the wonderful things we've done this year.
Sasha is a beautiful husky who was so sadly caught in an abusive situation as a puppy. Fortunately, she is now in a loving home with the Valdez family.
Sasha's been living with us for about 2.5 years. We love her to death. She's very special. She was once an abused animal. We look at her sometimes and we say, how can anybody mistreat such a beautiful creature? Animals deserve to be treated with kindness. They love us unconditionally. You know, whatever we can give to them just has no measure of what they give to us. At the time that we got Sasha, we knew that it was time for her to get spayed. And we were going through a rough financial situation at the time.
She couldn't wait. Thank God I knew of the Onyx and Breezy Foundation because I was fortunate enough to have been a member, contributing member.
And that's when the Onyx and Breezy Foundation stepped in to help us, and we're very, very grateful to them for that.
I happen to believe in the foundation. I've contributed many times before. I am more than honored to be part of a foundation that does so much for so many people. And I found myself in the need at the time. Not only did the Onyx and Breezy Foundation come through like they did, it was the level of care that they came through with. I mean, Dr. Hefner, I cannot say enough about her. What a great human being, and her staff. And not only took care of her properly in their professional way, but with a lot of love and care. And that's really what we want for, you know, our animals, which are part of our family.
We just see their commitment and the value that they place on the help that they give animals.
And it's all about the animal first.
It's all about the animal first, and finding them the proper home and keeping them healthy. It's just so important. Sasha's been spayed and she's doing great.
Without it would be very difficult for many people, and the animals would, a lot more would suffer.
We are grateful to the Onyx and Breezy Foundation, and we are looking forward to giving back just as we received in the future.
Thank you again, Onyx and Breezy, for your not only care, but the utmost professionalism that you bring to it, and I thank you.
Many people do not realize, as a female dog ages, the risk for various cancers, including breast cancer, as well as other reproductive cancers and uterine infections, increases. The Linda Blair World Heart Foundation is a group that benefits the welfare of animals. Their primary focus is to rescue pit bulls and find them loving forever homes. The Onyx and Breezy Foundation was happy to assist them with their medical needs.
The reason I aligned myself with the breed, and I think people understand this, I was so misunderstood my whole life. And the prejudice that I went through and faced, you know, I'm not the devil and I really can't spin my head around. I think I took that and made it a positive to fight for those that also had those same things. They can't fight for themselves. They cannot talk for themselves. If you look at the breed is fantastic. They're completely misunderstood. We have so many pets in needs, and I believe that by having a place like this, I can rehabilitate better. The medical costs have just gotten, you know, skyrocketed so badly, most Americans cannot afford it. So when I was introduced to the Onyx and Breezy Foundation through my friend, and I explained, I just can't take care of all these medical expenses. They need to be done. And the Onyx and Breezy Foundation said, this is how we can help you. And we can help you to save lives and stop pet overpopulation. Let's do some, you know, spays and neuters. I have dogs that constantly have to go in to be re-x-rayed, whether it's infections or different things that have occurred. So the Onyx and Breezy Foundation has done what they can to help me to help those in my rescue and in my community. To the Onyx and Breezy Foundation, without you, So many lives would have been jeopardized. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your help. Thank you.
Saving Spot Rescue in Los Angeles is another group pulling dogs off death row in the city shelters and fostering them until they can be adopted. Here is a look at some of the wonderful work they are doing.
Saving Spot Dog Rescue was started by Lizzie Scher about 3 years ago. We here at Saving Spot go to the kill shelters and we go and find dogs, and then we bring them here and we take care of them for as long as they need until they find their forever home and they're getting the best treatment they can possibly find here. Well, the dogs here are very lucky because we have an indoor park that is part of our day camp that all of the rescues get to play in and get to socialize with other dogs, and that's one of the things I think that really sets us apart from other adoptions is because these dogs get to socialize and they get to grow as individual dogs, and it's not like a lot of other kennels where they're locked up most of the day. They all get as many toys as they can play with and treats whenever they're getting trained, and they live a very, very lucky life. It can get difficult with the medical care that these dogs need. They all need medications whenever they're young and all of their shots and everything. The first time that the Onyx and Breezy Foundation came to our rescue was when we received a litter of puppies and a litter of 8, and they all came to us with parvo, which is a common disease that a lot of rescues and a lot of shelter dogs get. If it wasn't for the Onyx and Breezy Foundation, we could have very easily lost all 8. Ross here is one of the 4 that survived. We have been able to take care of him and get him all of the general vet care that he's needed along with his other pups, and he's a healthy little pup, and he is going to make some family very, very happy someday, and that's all due to the Onyx and Breezy Foundation. This guy right here is one of our rescues named Henry, and as you can see, he had a little accident and broke his leg and needed surgery and pins put into his leg and everything, and that was all possible because of the generosity of the Onyx and Breezy Foundation. He should be able to get his cast off very soon, and hopefully we'll have him adopted. Because a lot of our dogs come from kill shelters, the money is directly saving these dogs' lives. These dogs would not have futures at all if it wasn't for the money that we get from the Onyx and Breezy Foundation. The Onyx and Breezy Foundation has been great and made it much easier for us to hold more dogs and to just generally care for the amount of dogs that we want to be able to put back into the community, into good homes.
An organization the Onyx and Breezy Foundation is especially proud to help is Kinder for Rescue and their Project Flying Chihuahuas, run by Laurel Kinder in Los Angeles, California, where there is a huge overcrowding problem in the city shelters, and it's only getting worse. But Laurel and her volunteers are doing everything they can to prevent the unnecessary euthanasia that is taking place in these shelters.
We started something called Project Flying Chihuahuas when we realized that there were places for dogs to go and they were killing so many small young dogs in the city shelters here. Just in the LA Animal Services in 2009, that when we checked, when we first started this, that they had killed 1,000 Chihuahuas. So, and that's just 6 shelters. So we tried to get the word out and bring it to the light across the country that if there was somewhere to send these dogs, that we could send them. We go to different shelters. If somebody we find out is high kill right now or they're overfilled, we're going to go there. We fly, the red listed, what's called red listed here means that they're on the last days. They're going to be euthanized. So we take, dogs right now that are 25 pounds and under, and we have done larger dogs also. We're primarily volunteer-based, and we have a lot of people that pitch in and help us every week, because we do it once or twice a week. So we have to have volunteers. Some of the expenses involved are the flight, of course, the crates, the food that we give them, the sweaters, the t-shirts, everything that we give them is cost. We also have medical costs on top of that. Some of the places won't take them unless they're spayed or neutered. Without the funds, the dogs don't go. They don't get saved. There's no way to pay for the plane or to pay for what we do. So it's for every dollar that we get, it's lives that are saved. There's no way. It's an unfortunate thing to have to say, but without the money, we can't put them on the plane because they don't extend us credit at the airport. Majority of our funds comes right now from the Onyx and Breezy Foundation. We've flown probably around 250 lives that have been saved. Thanks to Onyx and Breezy, they are going to have a second chance. Today we're pulling around 25 dogs, and they're going to be going to the Manhattan area and to a great, beautiful facility that is a no-kill shelter. They'll be well taken care of, and it's a beautiful facility. So from basically a kill shelter to an absolute no-kill shelter where they'll be covered for life. When we receive funding from the Onyx and Breezy Foundation, we're really able to just go do our job, get into that shelter, pull 25 to 50 dogs in a week. And because we have to stay ahead of it, because they have so many dogs here that they kill. You know, they will put down 20 dogs in a day. And we've had shelters tell us that they have not had to euthanize a dog under a certain amount of weight because of how many dogs we took out for a month. For those 30 days, we stopped something, and that's somewhat unseen. For us, it's thrilling.
Thank you so much for supporting the Onyx and Breezy Foundation this year. It's been such a privilege to work with the Onyx and Breezy Foundation over the past few years. Now, I've seen firsthand the impact their help is having on people and the animals they love. As the foundation grows, there are more requests and even more animals that need our help. The Onyx and Breezy Foundation is relying on your generosity so that we can aid those animals in need. No donation is too small, and 100% of every donation goes directly to the animals. Won't you please give with your hearts and remember the joy they bring.